Dropping gems from Keisha Christian. She's on a mission, sharing information, knowledge for soul, body and mind. Dropping gems, KeishaGems.com. KeishaGems.com.
Welcome to Dropping Gems. I'm your host and holistic health and wellness educator, Keisha Christian. On today's episode of Dropping Gems, I will be leading you through a guided meditation for affirmations. We will also be dropping gems in the kitchen, where I will be teaching you how to make a plant-based milk using cashews. My guest on today's show is Bree Johnson. She will be sharing with us some of her life experiences and also her experience as a digital marketing strategist, entrepreneur, and motivational speaker. Also, stay tuned for our Roku giveaway. So I want you to grab a healthy snack or beverage because we will be right back. You are watching Dropping Gems. Welcome back to Dropping Gems. I'm your host and holistic health and wellness educator, Keisha Christian. This segment of Meditative Moment is sponsored by Pure Romance by Venice Richards. Check out their truly sexy flirt line. You could place an order at pureromance/Venice Richards or call 631-943-1868 to place your order. Welcome to Meditative Moment. Positive affirmations are so essential for one to have in their lives, as we are constantly bombarded with negative thoughts and irrational situations that may arise in the mind's eye. There are even some research that suggests that 80% of thoughts that we think are negative and 95% of them are repetitive. It is important that we get in the habit of replacing a negative thought with a positive one. For example, if I tend to think I'm unable to do something or I don't feel smart enough, I tell myself it's true. I may not know this right now, but I'm going to learn and I'm becoming better at it. I try to replace the thoughts of self-doubt with positive thoughts of self-assurance and reassurance. Now, I want you to take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. We're going to do this 2 more times. In through your nose and out through your mouth. Last time, in through your nose and out through your mouth. Repeat after me. I am enough. I am unique. I matter. I am blessed with the talent that was given to me. Every day I'm becoming smarter. Every day I am learning something new. Fear is only false evidence appearing real. I am a solution to a problem that needs to be solved. Now take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Do it 2 more times. In through your nose and out through your mouth. Last time. In through your nose and out through your mouth. I want you to check in with your body and how you feel. Remember, your words have power. You are a powerful being. Send it out, all that positive energy into the universe, and you'll see it will boomerang and come right back to you. Peace and blessings to you. We will be right back with Dropping Gems in the Kitchen. Venice Richards, your pure romance consultant, inspires women to enhance their intimate lives and take care of their sexual health. Book your party today. Visit pureromance.com/Venice Richards or call 631-943-1868 for more information or to place an order.
Welcome to Dropping Gems, an academy for holistic studies. Learn how to treat seasonal allergies and year-long allergies naturally with Keisha Christian. Her courses have helped parents, teachers, naturalists, and therapists reassess the way they handle allergy symptoms. Registration to our class is now open. Reserve your spot today. You can also become a certified holistic studies practitioner with us. Be empowered with knowledge and help us in spreading the positivity with the rest of the world. Visit www.droppinggemsacademy.com or email us at info@KeishaChristian.com.
Welcome back to Dropping Gems. Dropping Gems is now airing in 3 states: Washington, D.C. on Channel 190, Wilkes-Barre and Scranton, Pennsylvania, Channel 190, and Delaware, Channel 28 on Rewind Network. This segment is sponsored by Dropping Gems Academy for Holistic Studies. To learn more about holistic allergy, seasonal, and year-long allergy relief, visit www.droppinggemsacademy.com. Today, I'll be showing you how to make a plant-based milk using raw cashews. Cashews contain such minerals as zinc, iron, copper, magnesium, and are great to help support cognitive function and regulate mood. They're also full of monosaturated fats, which may in turn lower cholesterol. You could substitute this recipe with any nut or seed, or even oats to make your own plant-based milk. Now keep in mind, it's important to soak your nuts first because it helps to minimize or eliminate nutritional inhibitors, which in turn makes it easier for you to digest. Now let's get started. So what I have here are some raw cashew nuts that I have soaked overnight. And like I mentioned before, it's very important that you soak your nuts first because it makes it easier to digest and it removes those nutritional inhibitors that are on the nuts. So we'll place this in here. So I put this in here, and actually I've soaked these nuts overnight, and once I soak them, I also rinse them out as well. So I'm not using the same water that the nuts have been soaked in. Very important. Now for this, you could use, it's up to you. I like to make my milk a little thinner. That's just my personal preference, but you would use either 3 to 4 cups of water. what I have here is 4 cups of water. About 32 ounces, so about a liter of water I'm using. A little less than a liter. And you could use distilled water, alkaline water, spring water. You want to make sure you use good water when you're using this, preferably not tap water. If you do use tap water, make sure that you're using filtered water to do this. So right now I am going to blend this up. So I'm going to blend it up. Now there's one thing that I actually forgot to add, and I'm going to add it now, and I'm going to blend this back up again. What I have here is some sea moss, and this is about 3 cups of sea moss. 3 cups, excuse me. This is about 3 tablespoons of sea moss. So I'm going to place this in here. And in a past episode, I actually showed you how to make your own sea moss. So I'm adding even more minerals to this milk, my plant-based milk. So I'm going to blend this up again with the sea moss in it, and then we're going to strain it out. All right, so you're going to need a nut bag, but what I have here, this is actually a reusable produce bag. When they put the ban in New York on plastic bags, I went out and I purchased a bunch of reusable produce bags. So that's what I'm using here as my produce. It's a reusable produce bag. But you could actually purchase nut bags. You could find them online. They're very simple to find, or you could do what I did. Purchase some reusable produce bags. So it's very simple. All you do now is you pour the milk in the bag, a little at a time. Don't pour all of it. You don't want to end up having a mess on your hands. And then you simply just squeeze it. What you're doing is you are just squeezing out the milk, because you want to keep the milk. And you don't want to have the pulp in it, unless you like it like that. But personally, I like to use the pulp for something else, which I'll be showing you in another episode. So we're just going to squeeze this out. You squeeze that out. Very simple. And then you take your milk, once it's squeezed out, and you just pour it. And look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that beautiful milk. That is gorgeous to me. So gorgeous. And you could use this milk the same way you would use milk in anything else. In your cereal. You could substitute in a recipe. Instead of using cow's milk, you could use the cashew milk in replacement for that. So, thank you so much for watching this segment. And also, if you want to get more recipes, for those of you who are living a busy lifestyle, you could definitely check out my books where I have recipes just like this and even more in my first book, my first book, Healthy Gems, Nourishing Practices and Self-Care Tips for Busy Individuals. And in this book, it contains simple recipes that one could use, especially if you're a busy person or a person on the go and you want to incorporate holistic modalities into your lifestyle. And then I have my second book, Holistic Gems, How to treat seasonal and year-long allergies naturally. And in this book, I discuss things to help build your immune system, so it's all about immune health, as well as with a concentration on seasonal allergies. Thank you so much for watching this segment. We will be back. You are watching Dropping Gems. Bedroom Candy by Tanya provides self-love and self-care products that assist with pampering yourself or improving your relationship with your significant other. You can reach Tanya at 917-943-4127 or visit www.bedroomcandy.com/13167 to place an order. We are having a giveaway. We are giving away a Roku Premiere valued at $50. You could watch live TV or do HDR streaming. Most importantly, you can catch past and present episodes of Dropping Gems. In order to win this Roku Premiere, all you have to do is tag me on Instagram at Dropping Gems with a Z and use the hashtag Meditative Moment Challenge. You could share your favorite quote, inspirational picture, or your favorite meditative pose. The winner will be selected this fall.
Daily balance, peace, and protection. Release negativity, stress, and anxiety. Express your spirituality and confidence through self-evidence.
For inquiries, for sponsorship, or advertising on this program, email info@KeishaChristian.com for more information. Dropping Gems is a proud partner of Rude Rangers Entertainment. We could be found on Roku, Alexa, or you can download the app on your iOS or Android devices. Welcome back. On today's show, we have Bree Johnson. She is a digital marketing strategist, entrepreneur, and speaker. Her mission is to help over 1 million women with their life transformation, their money, mindset, and mental health through books, blogs, and business strategies. Welcome, Bree Johnson, to the show. Hello, everyone, and thank you. I have to say thank you, Bree. Thank you so much for coming on today, taking time out of your schedule to come on my show.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, definitely. So can you tell our audience a little more about what you do and how it actually helps shortly for those in our lives and also as business owners?
Of course. So my name is Bree, and I am a digital marketing strategist and web designer, but I am currently on a mission to help over 1 million women improve their mindset, mental health, and money through books, blogs, and business strategies. And so one of the ways that I do that is through my 10-day mindset makeover challenge and affirmation cards. This was a challenge that was birthed for me because overcoming my own depression and anxiety was kind of the catalyst that allowed me to get to this place that I am in now in my life and in my career, where I feel so happy and free and kind of just walking in my purpose and doing things that I enjoy without feeling like I'm suffocated or just struggling emotionally.
Nice. I like how you took your pain and made it a purpose, basically.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah. I don't think that at the time you would have been able to tell me that I would have been able to maneuver through it. I think that sometimes when your mental health is kind of in shambles, as mine was, you think that it'll be like that forever. And I'm glad that it wasn't like that forever, and that through affirmations and journaling and meditating and things like that, I've been able to kind of wrangle myself into a better place.
Yes, it's amazing how important meditation is. Positive self-talk, affirmations. I have to tell you, because as you know, on the show, I have a segment called Meditative Moment, and it's really important that we take time to pause and to reflect and go within. You know, that helps greatly with mental health as well. So there's something that you mentioned. You talked about affirmation cards.
Mm-hmm.
So can you tell us a little more about that? I love that concept, by the way, affirmation cards.
Thank you. So when I first started learning about affirmations and manifestation, I had no idea what it meant. And I really don't even think that I knew how to talk positively to myself. You hear it all the time, like, you're your biggest critic.
Mm-hmm.
And so I started thinking about the things that I wanted to change about myself, and I turned them into I am statements. So there are 10 affirmations that I say to myself every day. And I say them to myself after I visualize the life that I want to live. And then I affirm that I can have that life because of these 10 affirmations. And they are things like, I am disciplined. I do what I say I'm going to do in the time frame that I say I'm going to do it. Because one of the things I felt like I always struggled with was I would say I wanted to do something, but then I wouldn't have like the drive to do it, or I would get overwhelmed, or I would have imposter syndrome, and then I wouldn't do it. And so the affirmation cards, I typically, in the morning when I'm doing my morning routine, I'll pick an affirmation card and I will like meditate on the affirmation and invite that feeling into my spirit. So if I want to feel like I am determined, if I want to feel like I'm an exceptional wife and mom, and I, you know, am exceptionally happy and fulfilled in every area of my life, then I'll repeat the affirmation to myself while I'm meditating.
Oh, I like that. So you actually, what you mentioned within that, you actually, I guess you could say you conjure that feeling that you want to feel. So if you are not feeling happy, you would then, going back to what you talk about mindset, you would then get in the mindset of what happiness is. Exactly.
So I think that as a person who I lead with my emotions. So when I make decisions based off of how I feel. And one of the things I've learned is that your feelings are temporary. So you don't want to allow yourself to make long-term decisions or not to do things based off of temporary emotions. So although I may not feel like I'm determined, I know that I can become determined. I know that that is something that I have within me. I just need to bring it to the forefront. And so that's why I use the affirmation cards.
Yes. And as we know, emotion is energy in motion. As I know you've heard that term before. So being aware of your emotion, sitting in your emotion, and then allowing yourself to feel it and know that it's temporary.
Exactly.
That's really powerful. Some people don't actually do that. And as you said, you actually recognize that you lead with emotion. So knowing that and knowing that it's temporary, you could actually shift.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I have the power to do that because I have the power to change anything in my life that does not make me happy or serve me. So if not being determined doesn't serve me, then I have the power to conjure up determination and serve myself.
Yes, exactly. Wow. So can you tell me, how has your mental health been important to you in the success for your business?
Yeah, so in 2018, I had, I guess, like a major mental breakdown, and I kind of shut down. I was depressed. I was super anxious. And I realized it was because there were things in my life that needed to change. And so from those feelings, I packed up and I moved home because I was like, I'm unfulfilled in my career. I know what I want to do. I know that I don't want to remain in St. Louis. So I moved home. I had never been back home since I was 17. And I moved home. And because I did that, I feel like God and the universe and all the things rewarded me. And I was able to take a job in Atlanta. So I came down here, and I was a digital director for 2 years. And I found myself back in May in the same place where I felt unfulfilled and unhappy. And I realized that I was getting into another depression, but this time because I had the tools to address my feelings in a way that I didn't back in 2018. And because I knew how to acknowledge my feelings and process them and work through them, I knew how to get to the root of why I was feeling the way I was feeling, as opposed to allowing myself to sit in it. And so I came to the conclusion that one of the reasons I was unhappy was because I was working 70 hours a week in a job that I wasn't fulfilled in. And so I quit that job in the middle of a global pandemic, and I went full-time in my business, and it was the best decision that I ever made. And I would not have been able to do that had I not took the time over the last 2, almost 3 years to really get in tune with myself and my spirituality and trust myself and trust my feelings and my emotions. And I think that sometimes we don't do that, like not because we don't want to, but we don't learn how at an early age. We learn to do what needs to be done and not to do what makes us feel good or figure out what that is. And because I've been able to do that, I was able to make hard decisions that served me.
Nice. And it's so important, going back to what you said, it's like we actually grow up and we are taught, I want to say so much as to how to feel, but not allowed to feel what we feel. Because I know as a child growing up, if I wanted to cry, what's the first thing that your mom or your dad would tell you? Don't cry. Don't cry.
Suck it up. Suck it up. You can't. You got it.
Yeah, suck it up. You know what I mean? Or if it's a boy, man up, man up. That's the first thing. We're not allowed to like feel our feelings. And I think that leads to a lot of all sorts of aggression and things like that we experience as adults. So when you actually get that, it's okay to feel the way you feel. Don't stay there because your feelings are temporary, as you mentioned before, but to feel them and to move on. It greatly helps. Yes. So I understand that you have a mindset makeover her challenge.
Yes.
Can you tell us about this challenge?
Yes, so it's a 10-day challenge for like the ambitious millennial woman. And it's the 10 affirmations that I tell myself. And so not only do I share those affirmations with you during the challenge, but I also introduce you to visualization. I talk about why the affirmations are important and how to apply them in your life through daily emails over a 10-day period.
Oh, that's nice. So it's like, it's constant reminders.
Exactly, where you affirm yourself.
Yes, I like that. So it's like a constant reminder every day. So what, you send the emails early in the morning? How do you do that?
So they send to you around 8 a.m. For the 10 days.
Oh,
so
okay.
Wake up in the morning, it's the email that you see. Hopefully, one of the first emails that you see.
Nice. But I think if anybody's doing this challenge, you probably would look for the email as a reminder.
Exactly. Because, it's meant to get you started with your day. Like I believe in like creating a space for yourself at the beginning of the day. So that way you are like equipped and armored to get through the rest of the day. And that's what I want the challenge to be.
Oh.
You could watch the extended version of this interview on my YouTube channel at www.droppinggems.com. That's Dropping Gems with a Z.
Thank you so much, Bree, for coming on the show today and sharing your expertise with us. It was such a pleasure. And I want to thank you, my viewing audience, for taking the time to watch Dropping Gems. Holistic health and much abundance to you. See you next week. Peace and blessings to you.
Dropping gems from Keisha Christian. She's KeishaGems.com.